Santos tweeted out, "I was elected to serve the people of New York's 3rd, not the party and politicians. I remain committed to doing that and regret to hear that local officials refuse to work with my office to deliver results to keep our community safe and lower the cost of living. I will not resign." And as far as House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, he told an NBC reporter, quote, "In his first substantive comments on Representative Santos, Speaker McCarthy tells me he tries to stick to the Constitution. The voters elected him to serve." He notes that Santos has not been charged with a crime and confirms Santos will receive committee assignments. I think he hasn't been charged with a crime here. I think that's still one in Brazil. But regarding what committees he'll sit on, Santos has said, "I'll take whatever I can get. I'm not a picky person. I came here to serve the people." The question also is, how did the Nassau County Republicans even allow him to get to the Capitol in the first place?
He went through an interview process with committee members of our party. He answered the questions, obviously not truthfully, but at that time we trusted him. He submitted a resume which is totally untruthful. And so based upon the answers to the questions, based upon the fact that he was recommended from Queens County, based upon the fact that he submitted a resume in writing with credentials, we supported his nomination. Obviously, we have learned in the past few weeks that much of it was fabricated and untrue. We are now going to change our process.
Chairman Cairo also described his initial meetings with Santos. It turns out, in addition to claiming to be a successful rags-to-riches businessman, a philanthropist, and a Jew, Santos also claimed he was quite the athlete.
He came from a poor background, but that he was able to be very successful. Told me, I remember specifically, I'm into sports a little bit, that he was a star on the Baruch volleyball team and that they won the league championship. And what can I tell you?
Remember, of course, he didn't even go to Baruch. Joining us now is man you saw right there, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, who spoke at that press conference earlier today. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan. Pleasure to be here.
All right, so I think a lot of people would agree with the sentiment that you all are expressing there. But do you all deserve any of the blame for allowing it to get to this point?
Well, I think Chairman Cairo said that we have to change our process. Basically, he's not a Nassau Republican. He's a Queens County Republican. So we depended on recommendations made by the Queens County Republican Committee. He filled out a questionnaire. Obviously, it was all untruthful. He submitted a resume, obviously all untruthful. So I think our track record is pretty good because up until this point, in the last 30, 40 years, we've never had this occur before. So,
well, thank goodness.
But now, exactly.
Yeah, that would be, if you'd had it happen before, we'd be having a different conversation.
Exactly. So the bottom line is, I think Chairman Cairo was very candid in saying that we now will do a better job, and we will do our fact check and make sure that our candidates' resumes are truthful.
How much of an impact do you think this can have? I mean, this is the who's who of Nassau County in the GOP showed up, including yourself. But then again, this is a decision for Washington to make. How much of an impact do you think that you all can have?
Well, I think it was important that everybody hear from us and what our sentiments were. I understand all the questions regarding giving George Santos his due process, and I'm a big due process guy. I think if you are basically accused of something, you should have a chance to clear your name. However, in this circumstance, he's already confessed that he lied. So I'm not sure that any investigation into his truthfulness is going to disclose that there's any kernel of truth whatsoever. And I think it's important to let him know that I'm not going to work with him. I'm the chief executive of a county he represents. There are almost 1.5 million people in Nassau County. His congressional district is a little over 700,000 people. So his congressional district is about half of the county that I represent. And I'm not going to work with him because I'm not going to work with somebody who I don't trust, and I don't trust him.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.